But in Pompano, growing up, everybody knew everybody. You could go to school and call a family name, and everybody knew all the family names.
We should consider the 30 years of loyal service that Mrs. Ely had in the Broward County school system and the good, hard work that she did, and as a result, the board mediated any punishment that it might have given her, if you could call it punishment, by asking only that she accept a transfer.
My earliest memory growing up had to do with my experiences that I gathered from the farm, Pompano being a farming town. Farms had what's called a person in charge. Housing were different. Schooling were different. We had breaks at the time that we attended school and didn't. So overall, through it all, our experiences that we gained from both helped us as we matured into adulthood and became the persons that we are today.
I came to Pompano in 1946 at the age of 11. My mother and I came from Tampa, although that was not my home. My home was in Seminole County, where I was born, in a little old country place that's called Geneva, Florida. So when I came, I was in 6th grade. And I had a lot to learn because I was a new person in the area and an only child. So therefore, I even had to learn how to defend myself because sometimes we say we were little scary children because you're in a new area. But I had an uncle that forced me to really defend myself. And it didn't come by fighting, it came by talking. So I learned how to talk and just express myself as to my feelings to the individuals, and therefore I had no trouble.
Miss Blanche Ely, she was great. She saved me from a lot of whoopings. Back then they used to have boys and used to spank you or whatever they beat you. But she said she ended up being them plenty of times on me for getting them whoopings.
How I came to Ely High School was during the time of integration. They closed Ely High School, they began to bus us. We were bused to Rickles Middle School for 7th and 8th grade. From there we were to go to Northeast High School. The counties all decided they were going to reopen up Ely High School. When they closed the school down, the students here, my brothers, were bused to Pompano Beach High School, some were bused to Deerfield Beach High School, and some of them went to Coconut Creek. My siblings went to about 3 or 4 different high schools.
Being a Chamber of Commerce, we do feel we have a problem in our community, and we're going to do whatever we can to help solve it. I sincerely hope we won't cause any problem with anybody. I hope we're going to solve something.
I think there could have been. I think perhaps there might have been, but the alternative that the courts accepted was a reasonable one, and it was perhaps the most economical one. It undoubtedly may not be the best one, but we're studying those alternatives right now to present to the court.
What do you think it will take to get Blanche Ely back on the Broward County school rolls?
It will take a lot of money to bring the high school up to educational standards. This will take some time, but it's not remote.
Well, I used to go to all the board meetings. Ms. Price had all the community peoples go around to the school board And at the time, when they closed Blanche Ely, we was down in elementary off of Federal Highway, where the school board used to meet at. And they closed us at 12:01. And it was us or Pompano gonna be closed. So they chose Blanche Ely.
I was actually president of the tenant association out there, so I worked very closely with her. Wow. The people who were trying to get evicted, that they were getting evicted, we would come up with a plan and fight for them, to save their homes and go out and find other programs to help subsidize the cost of rent and whatever it is that they were facing. But she was, I tell you, a phenomenal person.
And they closed us at 12:01, and Pompano was celebrating. They left. Katheryn Wright told us, "Don't go nowhere. Stay hanging here. We're gonna do something about this." So we did. We stayed there. By 1 o'clock, they came back, and she put it back on the board that old Blanche could back up.
But board members Kathleen Wright and Dr. Patsy Sylas Livingston questioned McFadder's procedure, which calls for candidates for the list to be nominated by their immediate superiors. They voiced fears the procedure might violate the federal equal access law and a board policy set in 1977.
She had the votes. They opened back up. By 2 o'clock, Pompano was closed. Blanche was open. So we stayed there. They took another break. She told us, "Don't go nowhere," because that's when it happened, when you leave. So we didn't leave. We were there at 4 o'clock in the morning. School board meeting. So at the time, some of the board members brought it up to close Blanche again, but we voted down, and we walked away with Blanche to open back up, and Pompano closed.
My senior year, it was exciting, to have James Brown to come in. That was phenomenal. This way it all used to happen at.
World famous.
We call it world famous.
When you get to my wife, you're going to hear a different story, because she's going to tell you that Miss Ely was a very nice, likable lady. But for me, I didn't like consultation with Mrs. Ely. Miss Ely ran a tight ship. She didn't play no games. What she said, she meant it. And that was her school, and she controlled it.
I was not fearful of Mrs. Ely. I liked Mrs. Ely's leadership. And I guess it came because of the fact that what I had at home with my mom and my grandparents and my uncles and aunts as to how your behavior was to be when you were away from home, when you were at school, that you had to have this kind of behavior that was proper. And I had contact with Miss Ely, personal contacts with Mrs. Ely. I would go in the office and talk with Miss Ely, and it was call you this and call you that. And it was hard for me to do something out of order because Miss Ely was going to be shocked. Kaya, I am surprised at you. Why did you do? And but being a child, I would follow, because in our classes, the young men that were in our classes were like our brothers, the sisters, and we were like sisters and brothers in our class.
The community really rallied behind us. The business owner rallied behind us. The parents, they rallied behind us, and it was a good feeling to be a Tiger.
Blanche Ely, a great school. It's always been, and I hope it's always be a great school. The principal they got now, he a great guy too. You know, the school came when he came, it was a C, A and a B now.
Thank you. Glad to still be standing among the living, to be able to tell this story, the history, the part that I do remember. Thank you.
I appreciate so much that, the time is taken out to get the history and know that it's going to now go farther than what it has gone before. So I thank you so much for this opportunity. And I pray that, it will continue and that it goes, that our young people will look at the growth of Blanche Ely and even of our city and take advantage of things that's being offered to them. It's all because of our teaching. It came from our parents, first of all, and from Mrs. Ely, and from most of all, the Father in heaven.